Alright guys, doing Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters today by Elton John. And now I know Spanish Harlem just pretty words to say. I thought I knew, now I know that the rose trees I guess most of the viewers here are my Facebook fans, so welcome to this part one here. I did this one because I seem to have a lot of fans from New York. So this is a song about New York, so all you New Yorkers, here you go. And also, maybe you noticed the HD high quality video now. I bought an HD flip video camera, so now we have the 16:9 ratio. So my choice was either to get a longer whiteboard or to just include myself on the video. So I'm including myself, and I hope that doesn't bother you too much. But let's get started here with this part one. Alright, I may say something real quick before we start. Don't get too hung up on playing exactly what Elton plays. I mean, I do it pretty close here, but he plays it different every time, and you don't want that to be your your goal here, because I think that's just a waste of time to try to play exactly what somebody else does. We need to learn how to copy what they're doing, but have our own style in there too. Kind of feel a little bit free about how you're going to play the chord and what rhythm you might do with it, because you might play it differently every time. So that's really what it comes down to, I think. So we're going to start with middle C, E, G, and C here. Alright, left hand's going to be on a C octave. Okay, we're going to play that just block straight. And then we're going to go ba ba bum. So that's going to be G, middle C, and E. And then A, C, and F. Back down to G, C, and E. So we have bum, ba ba bum. Alright? And I would continue to play the C octave in the left hand on each one of these, even though I didn't write it just for clarity. But like that. So, and now I know. You start singing on that chord. And now I know. Make sure you put space there. Don't go. But. And then. Okay, so here's where. This is a common thing that Elton does all the time. You take a chord and you just kind of roll it around till it's time for the next chord. So C, E, G, C, we're going to roll it up. Ba, 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 and then we're going to play that bottom C again. So da, 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 da. So this first box here is going to go. Okay, again. With the second box, we have an E7 chord here. So D, E, and G sharp, and B. Alright, left hand's going to be on an E octave. Now, what I have here is kind of an up arrow and then coming down, because he does something like this. Okay, it's again that rolled chord thing. So we're going to roll it up, ba, 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 and then play that bottom D again for the little down part at the end. So we go bum, ba, 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 bum. Okay, so play the whole chord together, and then okay, and he does it different every time, and so you want to try to do it different every time. Maybe or you can do anything. Spanish Harlem, and then we continue with C, E, A, and C. Alright, we're going to have an A octave in the left hand, and then we're going to roll it up. I would play it all together first. Okay, so play the chord all together, and then what I'm rolling up is that bottom C, E, A, like that. Alright, so we play the whole thing together. Ba-bum. Then I'm going to do the same thing here. C, E, G, C, G octave in the left hand, and then. Okay? So this box would sound like this. like that. Spanish harlem. Hear that? He does that all the time. All that is what I call a country third. G and D together, and we're going to flip it to the E in the middle. So you could do that instead here, instead of that chord. Alright, he does that occasionally. Alright, so that would sound like this again. Ah, I forgot to do it. Here we go. Alright. Okay, one more time for you. Spanish harlem. And then boom, 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 boom. So right here he's singing just pretty words. That's going to be A, C, F together. You're going to play it again. F, and then G, A, ba, 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 ba. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Left hand's on an F octave. And you can continue to play that F octave down here on the left hand. Okay, so don't be afraid to add some little eighth notes in here and there. That's what you want to do. When I do covers for this song, whenever I'm performing at a party or a get together or something like that, I play it different every time, and that's what you want to do. You want to just whatever you feel at the moment, and you may think, well, I don't feel anything yet. You have to just jump out there and try it for a while, and you will start to it will start to come together for you. But you have to start somewhere, right? All right, and then so we have. C, E, G, and then he goes down to E, C, G, which is the same chord. We're moving down to an E octave. Okay, so we have just pretty words to say. Alright. Again, starting here. Alright, let's put it together thus far, okay? I won't sing, and I'll just play it slowly for you. Here we go. Sing a little bit so you can kind of tell where the chords go. And now I know Spanish harlem are just pretty words to say. Okay, and again you can do the little on that C chord. Alright, so Spanish harlem. Hard to do some of those things when you're singing, especially when you're going slow. Alright, let's do this last chord here. I have F, A, D, F, because the first time I don't really hear a C in there, but later on I do, so you can replace that D with a C, F, A, C, D, and you get this. Or you can leave it as a D. Okay, it's up to you. The first time I don't really hear a C, and then the second time he goes through it on the verse, I hear the changes it from a plain D minor chord to a D minor 7 chord. Get that kind of a jazzy, more kind of a feel there. Alright, so when you get to this chord, F, A, D, F, I'll just play it without the C first. You got to go for 4 counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it starts back over here. So you have to do what we call vamp. You have to fill in that box there with 4 counts. And he's doing his little roll thing. So play the chord all together first. And then if you want to just do that for 4 counts, you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to change it up, how about 2, 3, 4, 2, 4. Just has the last 4 counts is the only rule. All right, and then we'll start over and do it again. That's why I have the repeat sign. And he plays a little bit different when he goes through. Okay, and I'm going to show you one of the things that's that sticks out that's different. So you have that. But so starting over, and then he does this. Okay, so I'm going to include that because that sounds kind of cool. I thought I knew. That's what he does the second time through. I put it in parentheses here. It really kind of goes right here, okay? But it's C, E, G, and then you go to C, F, G, and then just E, D, C. da 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 da. All right, it's exactly like playing the drums with your hands. So if you have had any experience with playing drums, it might help you there. So there's our part one, and it does go through it twice for the verse part at the beginning for what I sang at the very beginning of this lesson. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy it.